What's up, everybody? We back with another message, another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and future new subscribers. You know we do nothing here without God because everything is spiritually led by God over here. We cover the world from a spiritual and physical aspect to get the raw, real, and uncut answers. So anything you hear, anything you see in these end times, may you test the spirits, aka take the words and visuals back to prayer with God, as there are many Decepticons running around in these end times sent from the enemy, had a strong, close, and personal relationship with God. Good, great, and awesome. All right, everybody. So August 23rd, 2024 on a good old Friday, real quick. Today has just been non-stop signs from the Lord to me, besides him telling me. I pull out of, where I'm living, going into the main street. And I see an ambulance and a fire truck. Now, the ambulance and the fire truck are driving normally, and out of nowhere, out of the blue, their sirens turn on right in front of me. God made sure, the timing of it just is perfect. It's nothing but God's timing because of how long it took me to leave today. So then later today, I hear a train and I see fireworks. I'm talking about, you would have thought you were at a full fireworks show today. Fireworks just blasting in the sky, August 23rd, after the words the Lord had given me. I'm like, okay, what in the world, And this is what he just said to me. My light will shine upon my children. He just said this to me. So then, on my way home, I just so happened to look in the sky and the moon is like darkish orange. And I'm like, whoa, okay, that's a little different compared to the yellow moon that I be seeing, And it caught my attention. Just truly symbolic. But when I got home, it didn't stop there. The Lord's presence was a lot more clear, a lot more stronger than what it normally is visibly. So remember the sword I showed y'all a couple of weeks ago? Well, this thing became more visual in my car. And that caught my attention. And I was just like, whoa, this is the first time it was clear, but it wasn't as clear as it is now. Super clear. And his presence, besides me feeling it, was just all over the car. But it was the way his presence was. Normally I'll catch him behind me, right? He'll be behind me in the driver's seat. This time it was like he was around me, if that makes sense, like wrapped around me. It was different. I don't know how to explain it, because it's spiritual. Clearly it looks like he's going through, but it was like a wrapping around. And after that happened, I hear more sirens. And I'm just like, dude, what is going on? And the Lord told me to record because he had something to say even more besides what I just gave y'all. He says, there shall be no question who serves him. There is going to come a point where there will be no question who serves the Lord. That's what he told me. He says, my light shall shine upon my servants. That's what he just said. And he's starting to burn me up. I've been burning up all day. Oh my God. He just said, I am with you, my child. And people around you better understand that. Wow. He says, many that are listening, I am around you, and many better understand it. Holy macaroni and cheese with fried rice, man. He says, in the coming days, it is my light that shall shine on the world. So when he says in the coming days, clearly we don't know what he means by that in full. We just know what's up and coming. Okay. For those that may not understand what he means. He said, let me make myself clear. There shall be no question who serves me. He said, it will be apparent that even the blind can see. And he's talking about literal blind people can see. It will be that apparent that the literal blind can see who serves the Lord. I shall pour out my spirit on all flesh. Oh my goodness. And he's getting started, I can tell you that. It just feels like a closeness, y'all. I don't know how to explain it to you. This summer of trials, this summer, it's like something has happened. And just speaking for myself in my relationship, if anybody else can, say for themselves, there's something happening. And it's been happening more so. Like the level of closeness with the Lord, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like when he burns me up, it feels like it's hotter. The visual and the sighting I can see when I see the Lord is getting clearer. The things I'm able to capture and see, it's getting clearer. I don't know how to explain it more than the way I did. It just feels like how you get closer and closer to the sun, the hotter and hotter it gets. The closer and closer you move to the Lord, it's like the light gets brighter, the warmer and hotter it gets. That's the best way I can put it. And that's what it's been feeling like for me over the past couple of weeks. More so this summer. Even with the knowledge, the revelation, godly wisdom, it's becoming deeper. My understanding and realization of things is becoming more, it's just deeper. And things are changing. Like for the people that are truly serving the Lord, y'all, even those, I don't care if you're struggling and trying to do better. Something is happening to people who are pressing in more for the Lord greatly. Whether you're being healed, whether you are getting clear communication, knowledge, and wisdom, something is happening, and it's been happening. And only those that really are serving the Lord and pressing in can feel this. Either feel it or notice it a tad bit, something. There are people newer, but they can still see. Something's happening. My body, I don't know how to explain it to y'all. My healing over my entire body I can't explain it. I speak life over something and it's quick, faster than the normal. Even when he has me do a form of healing, it's becoming less than 24 hours for those that have strong faith. I don't know, y'all, something is happening. I feel like it's not that we're waiting for him to pour out his spirit on all flesh. It feels like it's beginning, but it's a small dosage. Because the way he be burning me up and how he's burning me up right now, as I said, it's like I'm getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter from the inside. I don't know ladies and gentlemen, those that are pressing into God, you are changing. In the spirit, you're changing, you're growing. You are. Because tonight has been a supernaturally visible night with the Lord for me. But I'm thankful for this journey, and I'm thankful for it. The Lord said, and it will only get better. And even y'all with this sword being next to me, I thank him for his protection. I thank him for his protection because I know that there's been attempts from the enemy as he's gotten desperate. And I remember telling y'all in the community post, he said I'm able to let people know again. But I remember telling y'all in the community post that there was witchcraft, like, spoken over me. And I told y'all in that community post that the attempt happened because every time witchcraft happens, something in my cart unusually goes weird. And on my display, not like as I'm driving, but on my display, I noticed it. So I pulled over because I had food anyway, prayed over that, prayed it off and prayed it away off the car as it didn't touch me. And when I turned the car back on, I had saw, I believe it was 4 straight in a row that wasn't there before, which was an indicator of what God had been telling me, John 4:44, clearly about my walk in purpose. So I knew exactly where that came from, John 4:44. But in this moment, he was showing me and putting his stamp over protection over me, using something he had just talked to me about, if that makes sense, from scripture, John 4:44. So in that moment, he had kept me safe. And the enemy's attempt failed, as it always does. But that sword that y'all see in this picture next to me, the fact that it's more clear, all I can do is pray for those, if the Lord lets me, that don't know no better, that takes attempts at me, and anybody else that God has protection over. Because I'm telling you now, it's not the wisest thing to do as we get closer and closer to what's coming. It's becoming more apparent, especially to me, what God needed me to see, who is serving him and who is not, as he's ended the assignments for me. It's a lot of realization and, wow, this was your plan this whole time, but you turned it around for your good in all ways, like in everything he's ever allowed me to be put through. I'm excited for what's coming. I'm so excited. And this is just the beginning of the pouring out of what God is going to show and do. It's getting more apparent. But that's all I want to get on here and share with y'all. If there's anything else you want to share, Lord, please let me know. I just heard the Lord say, I am coming back for those who faithfully served me. So he said it is in your best interest to faithfully serve me. Okay, so don't be afraid to walk the calling and the purpose, okay? Because it's going to be much needed in these days. Much protection will be given, so don't be afraid of anything coming when you are in the house of the Lord, all right? Peace and blessings, and I will catch y'all in the next one.